Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be setting up a nice little farm to get started, and we're going to be going through extra utilities and getting grid power. Alright, so we have some plans today, and today I would love to get working on a farmer from Actually Additions, and also getting a resonator possibly, and getting some GP set up since we can do that now. We now have access to a resonator. I went ahead and made, let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see, it'd be empowered. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I went ahead and made a block right after last episode of the empowered redstonia crystal. It's pretty simple. I went to the nether, but first I had to put a sharpening kit on my tool here. I don't know if you can see it, but it says it has forbidden obsidian on it, but that's from the sharpening kit. Oh, there it is. Mining level cobalt, which also mines aridite as well. Also went ahead and put a obsidian sharpening kit on the iron. The sharpening kit's actually pretty easy to make. Let's look at sharpening kits. Right here, the obsidian sharpening kit. You just need a sharpening kit cast, which you can make right here with the pattern, and then of course pour your sharpening kit. But your sharpening kit, you combine it with flint inside your tool station here, and it will basically give it the mining level you want. So that's an easy way to get that sharpening level. And if you notice, I did a few things off camera. I went ahead and extended our area. I changed this so it was a little bit neater, and I made a bridge, and I cleared out this massive area over here, so we have some room to do more things. And our little building's kind of like down inside this gully, but we're going to be able to get some stuff done today. Like I said, working on that AA farmer is going to be definitely a plus. I would love to get that up, and if we look at the AA farmer, there's a few things that we need. First, we need to get a advanced greenhouse, and the empowered canola seed, which that's actually not that big of a deal. The Rory blocks, the iron casings, it's not a big deal. The advanced greenhouse is where calculator comes into play. Now, to get the large tanzanite, there's a few different ways. Right here, using a lapis block will get you, it looks like a large tanzanite and then a tanzanite shard from one lapis, but you need an algorithm separator. So to get the, I think it's one, right? Yeah, algorithm. To get the algorithm separator, we need, looks like a stone separator, two stone separators, and empowered cubes, and both of the separators require empowered cubes. So all in all, we're gonna need 6 power cubes, right? Yeah, 6 power cubes, and we're gonna need an empowered diamite. I think that's how you pronounce it, diamite crystal. To get this, let's look. We need fertilizer, which we don't have the stuff for. This, which is from Extreme Reactors of the Nether, and it says Silk Touch needed. I guess to mine it. Well, we'll figure the Silk Touch out. That's not a big deal. Ash from forestry, so smelting peat will get you ash. Not a big deal. And then the lithium dust, which comes from a compressor, which comes from a thermal centrifuge with quartz. And the thermal centrifuge is a powered 2-tier machine. So to get into this rabbit hole, before we can even think about making the farmer, we need to make a mining laser. And so getting a mining laser is not going to be that bad. Looks like 4 advanced alloy, an advanced circuit, which I don't think I want to make it the advanced circuit. This actually might be easier for mechanism. Oh wait, we don't have this stuff. The thallium or Tantalum, I think is what it is. Tantalum. How do we get this stuff? So it looks like it's in between here. So it's like in the upper ranges. Okay. So I'll definitely have to do some mining. So we may not get to the farmer today. Probably work on a lot of that stuff off camera. But we can get into the, let's see, extra utilities. I don't know why sometimes I have a hard time thinking while I'm recording. Okay, where's it at? Right here, the resonator. So I already have the empowered redstonia crystals. I just need some steel and a block of coal coke and a resonating crystal, and this thing's pretty easy to make. The only problem is the GP has been gated from what I've seen. Alright, so we have our one empowered redstonia crystal block in here, and this guy we turn into 9, and actually it didn't take too long to get this, by the way. Also, I'll go over this in a little bit, but this is not set up correctly. We go to calculator. There is a tool, if I can find it, in calculator. PA wrench, this guy. Looks like we need a reinforced sword, reinforced pick. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and make that so this can actually get processing, and we can just say, hey, I'm gonna leave it alone. And so I'll need this and this, and my calculator. And we can go ahead and get sticks. I need to fix that, so I can get all my sticks back in where it belongs. Okay, so we need a sword, right? This guy looks kind of cool, and a pick to get this wrench. Now this wrench is going to let us configure this properly, so we don't have any more issues. There's our PA wrench. Okay, and now this should let us change this. Okay, so green is our input, which is on the top, and red is our output. So we need to go down to the bottom and get that changed while we wait. Okay, so it's set to green right now. Let's set this to red. Now it should output to the chest. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Thank you. Okay, so that's doing its thing now. Perfect. It should output this once it's ready to go. Correct? Yes. Sweet. So now we're getting circuits, and look like we already got a diamond circuit, so that's pretty good. That'll help us later on. And while this guy's running, let's go ahead and make that resonator. Oops. Alright, so extra utilities resonator. Back to that. I'm pretty sure I have a resonating crystal somewhere in this chest. I do. We're gonna need more than one of them as well. And then this and a block of coal coke. I have been processing coal coke, so that should be done. Looks like we got a block of coal still processing. It still takes a little while. This guy, on the other hand, full of steel. Good. I actually need to probably get more of that done. Swap that over, get some more steel made up, because we're going to use a lot of steel. Speaking of steel, we need to get 5 for this. Oop, we got our first achievement, the upgrade. Awesome. So yeah, we're going to use some steel for this. I think we have everything to make it. We do. Awesome. So now we have a resonator. And this guy can go over here. It's no big deal. We don't really have any way of powering it yet. So that's what we're going to need. Some solar panels. That looks like the best way to get early grid power. Now, we could use the manual mill, but it only gives you 1 GP. It looks like it's been changed. Because before it was enough to power this guy. But it doesn't look like it is right now. This will give you 1 GP. That's the base power. The water mill has been changed. So 4 and 4. 8. Okay, so no, that hasn't been changed. Maybe the manual mill is the best way to get stone burnt. Because I know it's not worth investing into this right away. So we're probably... You know what, I'm going to try the manual mill. If it doesn't work, then, oh well, we'll have to make solar power, or solar panels. But if it does work, I'll be happy. Okay, so I need more than this, I think, more than 5 to make, nope, all we need is 4. Sweet. We polish stone. There we go. And the polished stone is pretty easy to make. Wait, what? There we go. I was fixing to say, I have no idea what's going on. There we go. We have a manual mill. Sweet. This should work. I like to stick the manual mill on top of here. Okay, it's generating 15 grid power. Okay, I guess it said 1. Like, I don't know if that's base power, though. Just as power given. Okay, so the manual mill is going to be the best way to get started, because we're going to need to take some more polished stone. 16 is probably fine to get started with. Or 18. 18's fine. Put that in there. And you see it says overloaded. Our grid power is. Luckily, you can just click this and it does its thing. Now, we're going to need, let's see, once this gets to 8, I know it made a new one. Okay, so it made 1 stone burnt. Now, I would love to get the water mill. So we're going to need 6 stone burnt, and then we could basically say, let's leave this alone. But there are some other methods. There are the mill. It's just not worth it, because you don't get as much as you would the water mill. So the water mill is probably going to be the best way to go. Yeah. We'll get 16 off of this right away. So, 6 of these, and I'll be back. Alright, now we should be able to make the water mill. We have 18 stone burnt. Took a little while to get it, but I kind of wanted to go ahead and get as much as I can. And it looks like we're going to need a couple more torches. Only 4. Bam. We're good to go there. Alright, and we can make these 2 guys. I don't know why it puts random items. It's probably the mod I actually added in. It's doing that. But bam, we can get ourselves one of these guys. So we have a water mill now. And now we have the ability to like mass produce stone burnt, which is a pretty good thing. Now I can place this guy. I might place it underground for now. I can even place it right under here. You know what? Let's use our axe. Bam. Okay. I'll clear this out. It doesn't have to be really close to anything, but all you need is 2 source blocks of water. And you should be good to go. So a source block here. And a source block here. And this will generate 16 grid power. The noise is probably the only thing that's going to annoy me, it being there. But we already have the sound of flowing water over here anyways, so not that big of a deal. But now we can automatically generate stone burnt without holding our hand on it. Oh, bam. It's going to generate that regardless. And we have some to spare. So yeah, this is pretty nice, getting that up and running. Now let's go ahead and work towards, like I said, the farmer. And there also is the farming station. Let's see, what would that take? The Z-Logic controller, we need solarium. We need a slice and splice, basically machine casing. That is H5. So you know what? We need to work on a carpenter. We do need to get a carpenter. Quite clear glass. Accepts block glass. Okay, that's any kind of glass. And we need bronze. Okay, we can go ahead and make one of those. We really need to get that up and running. But the carpenter does require some kind of seed oil, I think. Alright, I know I made some bronze. There is some bronze. Let's go ahead and take all of this, to be honest. Yeah. We need all of that stuff. That is the Ardite and stuff that I farmed, and cobalt that I farmed from in here. So, alright. What should I get done? We'll say we need to use our sturdy casing, so getting the carpenter is going to be a good thing. 2 glass. And I think we have everything on us, right? Bam, we now have the carpenter. Okay. And the carpenter needs power. And it also needs some other stuff. Let's go ahead and get our wire, LV cable. And I'll put the carpenter right here for now. And I'm pretty sure that this will connect. Oh, I need a connector. Almost forgot. There we go. Only one connector. There we go. That guy is powered, but it does need... it can hold lava, biomass, liquid carbon, seed oil, crushed ice, nutrient distillation, honey. Okay. But to craft a thing like machine casing, you need seed oil. How do you get seed oil? Okay, cherries from forestry, walnuts, and a squeezer. And this squeezer? Okay. This is only from the forestry stuff. This squeezer. What does this require? Tin and a sturdy casing. Okay, we can probably do that. Tin and a sturdy casing from there. We have some tin. It's going to use up our sturdy casing, but we can always make more sturdy casing. They're not too hard to make. They just require a bit of power. And bronze. Okay. Back to what I was making. Oh yeah, we needed to figure out how to get the seed oil. Squeezer. This guy, we need 2 glass. Awesome, we are getting somewhere. May not seem like it, but honestly we are. This is a different squeezer. I've seen that one before. Okay. And here's our squeezer. You know what, let's set this right beside it. And possibly have another connector in here? No? No other connector? Guess we'll have to make some more. My inventory is pretty full. We can't clear out our inventory a little bit. Okay. We also have a block of bronze. Okay. Let's see. To get this squeezer powered, we're going to need the connector. Immersive engineering. LV copper, 2 redstonia, and our lovely copper. And the clay. Of course. Not MV, LV. There we go. Alright, and hook that guy up to that as well. Okay, so the squeezer is ready to go. We need buckets of stuff. So we do have pumpkins, coffee. Pumpkins give us quite a few seeds. We do have a bunch of these seeds. Did these give you anything? They give you seed oil? They do. And we have quite a few of those, actually. Wait, where'd they go? I've seen them. They're back in this chest. Because I did change this over. I forgot to mention that. I did change it. Now we're getting canola. I don't think canola will give you seed oil, does it? Just gives you canola oil. And the squeezer gives you canola oil. Okay. I guess my seeds got pushed in here? Where are my seeds? I think it ate them. Man, that's not good. Okay. Since I don't see my seeds in here anymore, I guess we'll have to use some other kind of seeds. I'm not too sure. We need like a bucket. So making a farm is probably going to be our best bet. Yeah, because it's going to take a while to get 1,000 millibuckets of this. So making a farm, just a regular size farm, is going to be great. And I think using just a regular tool is going to be fine. Let's go ahead and get ourselves 2 iron. And we'll make ourselves a good old iron hoe. Sweet. Got the achievement, time to farm. Made this bridge, and here I am cutting corners just to get around. Alright, I should have grabbed a bucket of water. You know what, let's do that. And we can make ourselves a farm over here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will go all the way out. And I'm hoping to get some worms. I'm not seeing any worms though. There's a worm. Those worms are pretty handy because they do speed up crop growth. There we go, we got another one. Alright, do we have some more dirt? Yes. Just kind of place it down. Eventually I'll fill this whole thing with dirt. Alright, we need some kind, while that's saturating, we need some kind of plant to put over here. And I wouldn't mind to do rice seeds. It's useful for a lot of things. And let's see, does the squeezer give you seed oil for rice seeds? Yes, it does. Right? Missing resource. Okay, no, it doesn't. Wait, what? It does. Why does it say missing? More resources needed to be supplied for operation. What? It did give you 120. 130. It is working. You know what? We are going to do pumpkin. And what other kind of seed would possibly be good? We could just do regular seeds. Pumpkin's probably going to be your best bet. You know what? We can do a pumpkin, but we're also going to plant some rice and that as well. I think that'll be good. So yeah, planting, we're going to be farming. We got to do a little manual farming, I guess, before we can get into some, you know, big boy farming. So some rice would be okay, and getting some seeds down is going to be a good thing. Alright, now we can kind of make a pumpkin farm. 20 pumpkin seeds is okay. Since we have a water source, let's grab another one. And we can put pumpkins in a row. They seem to grow better that way. Let's have our pumpkins start here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the water source should go right here. All right. Just like that. That should work. And then I can also put like this. And put a wall right here. I think that's what I'll do. That way I can easily farm them. Pumpkin seeds. And we just have to wait for these guys to grow, basically. I know I'll go ahead and put them over here, but the main farm is going to be right here. And also, let's go ahead and move this underneath this wood. That makes more sense. There we go. And that way we have another spot. Why did I not pick up the dirt? There it goes. Well, we have another spot for our pumpkins. I think that'll work just fine. Perfect. And our pumpkins should spawn all in this row. We can actually do a couple of these. Just we need more pumpkin seeds. But yeah, they should go right here. Let's break this torch. We can set these torches up here. That should help them grow faster. And yeah, this is going to work fine. Make sure we go in here and claim these chunks. Make sure they're chunk loaded. There we go. These all need to be chunk loaded too. We only get so many chunk loaded chunks, so I think I'm going to chunk load all of those. I think that will work out fine. So while I'm mining and doing other things, these will grow and do pretty good. And yeah, I think this is going to work out great. Awesome. So we got a resonator. We got some GP set up. We are looking pretty good. We got our farm set up. We got this thing automated, which is really nice. As you can see, we're getting a bunch of dirty circuits and all that good stuff from the dirt. And so yeah, and oh, by the way, these guys, they look like they're producing 190, but I'm not for certain, but that's what it looks like. Like this guy right here. I can't usually tell. Like I think this guy is working full throttle while these guys are not. And it looks like 185 RF per tick that this guy's burning at. Can't tell if this one's burning at all. There's just no way. Like, I don't think... I mean, I think they do 180. That makes sense. But I don't know. Hard for me to tell right now. Not till I get some kind of capacitor or something like that I can really tell. But they are doing a pretty good job. They do this job pretty good. Pretty well. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And also, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also ring that notification bell. That will let you guys know the minute I upload a video. So you guys will be the first to comment and the first to see the video. So if that's something that you like, please ring that bell. And also share this with your friends if you have friends that enjoy Minecraft or modded Minecraft. Maybe they'll like this stuff. You know, they might. And, as always, thanks for watching.